What sex kink was a partner ashamed to admit to you, but you ended up being even more into it than your partner? A girl tied me up once. Apparently I like that. She told me she was proud of me and that I mattered. Mine was vice versa. We would park along the side of a highway while it's dark and do it on the passenger side with her bent over. I liked it, but she was obsessed. He wasn't ashamed really, but he would ask me not to shower after I did yard work or worked out. At first I was not into it because I felt self-conscious and gross, but then I thought it was super hot and now I miss it. Sex outdoors. Mild exhibitionist kink. He actually doesn't mind being watched while I do mind. I don't like others actually watching, but the thrill of possibly being caught is fire. It took him a good year for him to open up to me about it. One of my first boyfriends asked if he could slap me around a bit. I loved it, and now I'm active in the BDSM community. Him wanting me to tie him up and other related activities. Never went back commenting idle on "Am I the asshole" posts without reading them. She asked me if I would spank her. I broke out the flogger. Her life was not the same after that. Sleep sex. My ex was interested but ultimately didn't like it. Now I'm stuck here with a kink I never wanted, trying to think of how to ask my wife if she wants to try it. Butt stuff. Cardiophile, likes the sound of a beating heart. It took a while for him to tell me, but on reflection I worked out he'd quite often position himself to hear my chest. Don't get me wrong, he's still into it more than me, but I can definitely see the appeal. Your heartbeat doesn't lie. I can tell when he's bored, excited, close to orgasm, edging, etc. The rapid acceleration from using amyl poppers, breath play, having a hit of amyl, locking lips and sharing the breath back and forth. As the air gets more oxygen depleted, your heart rate increases. Hot. This is a mix of listening using a stethoscope, ear against chest, feeling the pulse in the neck. It changes in speed, but also in size, thumpiness, intensity, etc. He spit in my mouth. He just wanted to try it and I didn't think I would like it, but I ask for it a lot now. One of my fantasies was being in an MFM. The idea that two men wanted me enough to do me at the same time was hot. Is hot. So, the man I married, we're talking about turn-ons, and he says he's really interested in threesomes. I think he's going to talk about FMF, but then he starts talking about how hot he thinks MFM is. I wanted to fuck him right then and there. After my girl very reluctantly confessed that she thought she might be craving a little rough handling, we started to experiment. I found that nothing drove her wild so much as when I fucked her hard from behind, held her hair and made her maintain eye contact so I could stare her down while dominating her. It made her feel like she was complicit in her own degradation. She fucking loves it. She broke up with her last BF because she was too shy to ask for what she wanted. I got lucky and found out by accident. Now I'm as obsessed as she is. Not quite a partner, but a friend admitted that he has a foot fetish around smelling used shoes. So now when I'm done with a pair of running shoes I toss them his way. Wife likes being choked and tied up. Made for an interesting first night with lots of mistakes we still laugh about, followed by tons of snuggles. I think it's called a praise kink. She liked it when I talked to her like, "Are you gonna be a good girl? Yes, you're such a good girl. It's way sexier than you think." Her rimming me wife wanted to dabble in rough BDSM sex with her as a sub and me as the dom, with hair pulling, aggressiveness, slapping, spanking. I was not so sure at first, but I prepared for it, read a lot of forums, then we tried and she was not ready. She pulled a safe word after like 20 minutes, and never mentioned that again. I never imposed her anything, but I secretly long for a submissive partner. I would love to exert more control, but not so much actual violence impacts.